And now our final story today. First it was aging filters, then the Studio Ghibli trend. And now it's caricatures. Across social media platforms, timelines are filling up with cartoon versions of people at work. Journalists surrounded by messy desks, gamers in neon-lit caves, and consultants trapped inside PowerPoint slides, all created with one deceptively simple online prompt. Create a caricature of me and my job based on everything you know about me. But unlike traditional cartoon apps, these caricatures don't just copy your face, they reconstruct your habits. People have reported eerily specific details, like the books they've discussed, hobbies they casually mentioned, and the software they regularly ask about. In other words, the image is not guessing, it's remembering. Cybersecurity experts are warning against these viral trends because behind it all lies data collection, and lots of it. Because to improve accuracy, users keep feeding the chatbot more context, job titles, routines, interests, photos, hence effectively fine-tuning an AI model with their entire personal identity.
If the result isn't accurate, they simply add more context, effectively training an AI system with highly personal data. Once that information is uploaded, there's no guarantee it can be fully removed or controlled.
And here's the contradiction. The reason the caricatures feel so impressive is the same reason experts feel uncomfortable. The better the image, the more information users have given away. Uploading personal details to a chatbot means that data is collected, analyzed, and stored. And once it's online, control becomes far more difficult.
In general, all of them are going to save your information, and that information is going to go into some kind of storage. And at that point, you don't really know what that company is doing with your information. You need to be careful about any image that you put in, and anything that you put online, because that becomes who you are, and the more we get into the digital world, the more challenging it's going to become to protect.
Well, unlike doctors or lawyers, for example, AI platforms don't operate under confidentiality privilege. They operate under terms of service. OpenAI's policy says submitted content may be used to maintain services, improve products, and conduct research. Online experts say that this normalizes sharing, and it's not the first viral trend built on personal data. But what makes this one different is psychological. People aren't just sharing a photo, they're asking a machine to summarize who they are, and then publicly confirming whether it got them right. However, there are ways to limit it. Users can control memory settings, disable chat history references, or use temporary chats that don't retain context. But most people discover those options after posting the cartoon, not before. The caricature trend is funny because it feels personal, and it feels personal because it is personal. So the real question isn't whether the drawing looks like you, it's how much of you had to be handed over to make it accurate. Because in the age of AI, the joke may be exaggerated, but the amount of data stored behind it may not be quite so funny.
Power doesn't end quietly. Some deaths are not accidents. They are messages. A gunshot. A crowd. A country frozen. The killer disappears. The questions don't. This is not just about who died. It's about what followed. Governments fell. Armies moved. History rewrote itself. 5 leaders. 5 moments. One pattern. The assassination.